Everyone, students, today I am going to discuss about list in SwiftUI. List by using SwiftUI and using MVVM Design Pattern. What is list SwiftUI? So let's go. We're gonna start a Xcode. This is SwiftUI framework. So what is we can create a SwiftUI view. Command N. We can create a SwiftUI view, and we can set the name of our view. We're gonna set the name of our view is list demo view. List demo. We can create a list demo. So list demo is, so what is list in SwiftUI? List a container that presents rows of data arranged in a single column. List a container that presents rows of data arranged in a single column, optionally providing that ability to select one or more member. And arranged rows in a single column is called list. So we can consider example. Firstly, we can create a model use of MVVM Design Pattern by using list. How to create a list by using MVVM Design Pattern? So firstly, we can create a Swift file and we say list model. We can create a list model. So firstly we're gonna create a structure struct, suppose, which have a name is student, which is type of identifiable. Identifiable is the ID, which is type of identifiable, and student which have a name var, which is name, which is type of string, and we're gonna create a ID var ID. Identifiable is ID, while ID type of string, and equal to UUID dot UUID string. We can create ID. Our model is complete. We can create a test data, and this fill of structure we can create a test data. Test data is a debug data. So we're gonna create a test data h debug if condition is debug mode. Condition is debug, and h and if we can is 1 h and so var, we can create a variable var student test data equal to array of student which have fill of name, and we can multiple students on the array of student. So this is a multiple student. Command V and command V and command V. This is a multiple student. We can solve list. List is a scroll list. We can use of multiple students. So this is a multiple. We can access this name. This is a multiple. This is multiple student. This is a multiple student. Short form student. We can name is Salman and SRK, and we can set this name Amir, and so Swift, which have a name, and Java, we can create a name Java, and Swift developer, and this set of name of is Java and C and C++, and stop and language, so which have any other names, and C++, and this is a Swift language which can change the name of hello everyone. well done, well done, and wa- work of student, work student, and this is a normally student, normally student, which have another name, and this is a fill in the fill, and this is a fill all, fill of all student. We can create a test data, we can create a test data. So this is a test data, command is save. So we can go and test data, we can create a view model. So MVVM is a MVS model and view model and is view. So we create a view model, list view model. We can create a list view model. View model is a public data, published data. So firstly we can create a class. We're gonna create a class, and this is list view model. Same name is list view model, and which have a type of observable object. Observable object. Observable is a axis of public property. We can send this public on data, that published var student equal to student, sorry, array of student, array of student. Student is our model. So this is student, not is model, list demo, and we can access list demo structure. Sorry, no, list student, array of student, students, array of student. Okay, it's done. Array of student. So array of students. We can create initializers in it. Class we need to initializers. Class need to initializers. Student, which is type of array of students, and self dot self dot student equal to student. We can create a list view model. So firstly student and list mobile is student array of student, and after the calling after the name var student, sorry, which is type of array of student, and this is fill of which is type of array of student, is type of array of students. We can our public properties complete. So this is a public data. Observable object, we access the public property, so we can complete the observable object. So we can use list view, list student model, list model, and list view model. We can public the property of student, and list demo is use of public property, use of data, student data is used. So firstly we can create a observed object. Observed is access of public property. Observed object, access of public property. Observed object private var list list model VM, student VM, list VM, which is type of equal to, and list view model, list view model. We can type of array of student, array of student, list test student test data, student test data. We can create a test data, student test data, create of student test data. We can assign this list VM student test fill. We can create a UI. We're gonna create a UI. So firstly we can create a of view. So list, we can create a list, and this is a list. Firstly we bind of list VM. So it's a list VM dot student, list VM dot student, and st in. We can st in access. We can create a student. We can bind of text. So of UI of student is text. So we can create a text. We can bind this st dot name. each student names of UI. So we can, our template is complete. So we can resume. Firstly, we can resume on the UI. So we can run, sorry, we can fill. So we can run. So this is a multiple st Salman SRK. We can access of all element of. So we can create a super styling list. We can change this text properties. So this is a change, this color is green colored. We can run, we can apply the green color. This is a list. So what is list? A list is a container that presents row of data arranged in a single column, professionally providing the ability to select one or more functionality. So this is a use of list by using MVVM Design Pattern. This is a student, this is a view model, list view model, and this is student model. We can create a student model. We will create a test data. So thank you for watching this video. We can enjoy of list in SwiftUI. We can use observed object. We can sign it. We can change the properties. Weight, suppose heavy, and this is a change this title. Sorry, title. So we can run. This is a list. We can resume. So this is a multiple Salman sir. We can check this elements. So this is the super powered of UI. We can run this device, suppose iPhone SE second generation. We can run iPhone SE and second generation. So we can run iPhone SE second generation use of list. So we can change this initial view controller, content view, say list demo. This is the firstly window group. Window group assigned the, we can currently run off the screen. So this is list demo. We can run list demo use of currently run. So this is all elements of UI. So this is a multiple st Salman sir. We can use of test data. So list dynamically we can remove the old property, apply on the, we will apply the text. We can run the super dynamical designing of list. This is a multiple text is super dynamical design. Thank you for watching this video. We can enjoy list in SwiftUI.